Crayola just dropped an all grown up collection and I got my hands on it, and today I'll be giving you my first impressions and letting you know if it gets the Cocoa stamp of approval. So Crayola sent me some goodies. Now you may be thinking this is a regular backpack. Wrong, because what this actually is a picnic for two backpack. It came fully equipped with some outdoor dining, some cutlery. I think there's even a little charcuterie board in there. They got everything. Even a little box of wine. I feel like they're trying to encourage me to go outside and like touch grass. And although I'm excited and will be using all of this stuff, let's get to the good stuff. So first up, we have this 20 pack of dual tip acrylic markers. You could tell it's a real first impression because it's still got the plastic on it. And then an 8 pack of the pastels, and then 10 acrylic markers. And last but not least, a coloring book. It got a little banged up in shipping, but it's still good. So these markers run about 85 cents to $1 per marker, depending on the pack. The bigger the pack, the better bang you get for your buck. I would say that these are more in line with an Ohuhu or a Cali art marker versus like a high-end Copic marker. So I will be using that as my benchmark as I review these markers. So you can see the color selection here. I would say this is about as good as you're gonna get with 20 markers. There's not much range that we can get here. The addition of the pastels does help us get some more range, and I will be excited to see if these are truly pastels because marker brands, especially acrylic, struggle with the pastels. So here's the packaging. I'm really impressed actually, especially for Crayola, for it to have like a sturdy carrying case. It's black on black and you can see it has the Crayola branding here. It's actually very nice. It has this little faux leather strap. So let's see what's in here. All right, so here we have it in here. It has a little instructions so that you can create the little stand-up case. I see. Hold on, let me follow the directions. Oh, very cute. So you can set this up. You can see all your colors and easily grab them while you color. I actually really like that. It doesn't look like it comes with a swatch card, which is fine. That's easy to make on your own. Now, I'm pretty sure that these are just regular degular. There's no sort of carrying case or anything that comes with this one. Again, no swatch sheet, but there is a QR code that you can scan if you want to get some tips and tricks. Maybe I'll check that out. Maybe I won't. Now with the paint markers, it does say that it includes one swatch card in here. Oh, this is a cute swatch card because they give you a white and black background so that you can really see the color. All right, so now that we have all of our goodies open, it's time to get swatching. So first up, we're gonna test a 20 pack of the alcohol markers. And you can see here there's a brush nib and a bullet nib. Here's the brush.
Be nice, I'm finding it.
Immediately, this doesn't look like a normal brush tip. And then here's the bullet nib. Automatically, it looks like just like a longer version of a bullet nib. It doesn't look like a true brush tip, but we'll see. This ain't no damn brush tip. This one is a lot thicker and not as flexible. It's a different kind of brush than I'm used to. And the bullet tip is really stiff, so I do feel the contrast between the two sides. That one felt a little bit more flexible, so maybe some of them just need to be broken in a little bit. Now this is interesting because this is one marker and those two colors look quite different from one end to the other. Like this looks blue and this looks purple. Now how y'all managed to do that? That one felt really juicy. I liked that one. All right, this is our only real brown color. I was hoping it was gonna be like more warm toned, but it's fine, it's fine. The larger packs do have a lot more skin tones where they have more browns, peaches, tans. So this pack has very limited because there's only 20 colors. Okay, so here are all 20 colors swatched out. And what I will say is, I think that they are pretty decent. There was a couple that I felt like the nibs were a little bit stiffer, but that might be just because they're brand new. But overall, the other brush tips felt like they were a little bit softer and a little bit more like what I'm familiar with. It was a little interesting to see that this marker had 2 different colors within it. Maybe it needs to be like shaken a little bit, get that ink mixed up. It does look like it's fairly smooth application. I don't see any streakiness or anything popping up. Color isn't separating or pulling apart. So I'm really happy with how that looks so far. I'm going to layer and see what that looks like and come in on top of the color we already put down. So you can see that you get that same level of contrast that you would get with an alcohol marker from a different brand. So you can use the same marker to get deeper values, which is always good. In terms of color selection, I feel like, you know, they got as good of a range as you can get with 20 colors. There's certain colors that like, I don't think that we probably need duplicates of. They're rather close together. This is really the only skin tone color that I would say, because even this brown is not like a real true skin tone color that I would use. Just keep that in mind in terms of when you're buying a pack, if it has the color range for the things that you like to color. But overall, not bad at all. Now let's move into the pastels. I would not consider that a pastel, but I'm gonna let it dry down. I need you poolside. You've been on my mind. What have you on mine? Okay, so here are the pastel colors. Again, I feel like these are super close. I actually thought I swatched the same color twice by accident, but it's two different colors. But I would say for the most part, these are true pastels. The first and last one I think are borderline, but you would use them in a pastel kind of color palette, so I'll let it slide. Now let's see how they blend. Overall, I would say that these blend pretty good. It's not the smoothest transition I've ever done, but I would say that this would, with time and practice, I would be able to get these to blend even more seamlessly. So I would say that it's pretty good for a blend. All right, so we're going to move this swatch sheet aside and go ahead and do our acrylic swatches. Now, they want you to shake and pump before use. Okay, so this is how the acrylic swatches came out, and I think that they're pretty standard acrylic swatches. It looks like the dry time is a little bit longer than some of the other ones that I've used, but this is also like a shiny card, so I feel like that's normal that it's taking a little bit longer and it's not adhering as well as it would on like a regular matte piece of paper. I like the color selection, minus this color. I don't really know what context I would use that, but I'm sure I would find something. Based off the swatches alone, I'm not mad at it, but the real test comes when you actually color a page, so let's jump into their coloring book. I would love to color a page in one of my own coloring books, but because they don't have that many skin tones, I feel like it would be a disservice. So we can kind of pick something out of this book and see what we can get into. This is kind of like a retro feel. I think it's supposed to fit into the all grown up collection, you know, a little bit of nostalgia for the demographic that they're going after, which is me, the elderly. Boom boxes, roller skates and skateboards and disco balls and jelly slides. That would be hard to color. I'm gonna find a page and then we'll jump right in. So I decided to color this roller skate page and do a Lisa Frank theme. I figured this would allow me to use a wide range of colors and get a good feel for the markers. So let's talk about the pros. I think these markers are very vibrant and they apply really smoothly without me needing to finesse it too much. Usually with lower end markers, you have to work really hard to get this smooth of a finish, and this took no extra effort. Also, a small but meaningful pro for me is that the caps fit on the back of the marker, unlike the Copics. Okay, that is a huge pet peeve of mine. Now for the cons. I felt like the color range I had left a bit to be desired, which is fine because it's only 20 markers, but I was hoping that I could layer and blend to unlock some new hues. Although I was able to layer the colors, they did become a bit muddy and they didn't transition that well. So some of the colors like the yellows and oranges were able to transition and blend, but the pinks and purples, man, that purple was not budging, I'll tell you that. Overall, these performed better than I expected and are definitely a better coloring option than the traditional water-based markers we grew up with. Now, are these better than a Hoo-Hoo? Well, no. But right now when I look online, 104 Hoo-Hoos are on sale for $80, whereas the Crayola set of 120 markers is $85. So I do think that these could be a great option for a beginner who's just getting into the hobby of coloring. I did enjoy coloring this page and using these markers and just wish I had more colors to play with. So even though they won't be replacing my faves, they do earn a Cocoa stamp of approval. So that wraps up my thoughts on these. I would love to hear what you guys think down below. So I will leave you with some music and let you enjoy this page coming to life. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I really liked how this page turned out. Again, if I had more colors, this would have been even more popping, but I think it turned out really cute. Make sure you thumbs up this video and subscribe. It really helps out my channel and allows me to keep showing up here. So let me know what you think we should review next in the comments, and I will see you next time. I love you. Bye-bye.
Second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Say if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high. Tell them turn the lights down right now, put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark perfume. Go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you and Nigga that ain't good game, homie, sorry. They say conversation, rule the nation. I can tell, but I could